Hi, Margie. Hi again. I'm great. Thanks. How are you doing?
I'm really good. How's the weather there?
Cold and snowy.
Cold and snowy.
It's Montana.
It's Montana. Thank you again for meeting us. Today we're speaking with Andrea Bryant, Awaken Astrology, for your weekly astrological quick notes for the week of February 18th.
Okay, thank you. All right, so the highlight of the week is Friday, February 23rd, when we have a first quarter moon, moon being in Gemini, and first quarter moons are always about conflict. So what's in conflict here? Let's recap about what the new moon on February 15th was about. It was a new moon in Aquarius, and Aquarius is about the collective, and it had a strong aspect to the planet Uranus, which is about sudden change. So the general theme of the month is about change, specifically sudden changes to the groups or society that you're in, and using higher inspiration to sort of navigate through that. Do you know what I mean about groups, the Aquarian groups?
Yes. Do you want me to? Were you asking me a question?
Yeah. Aquarius is about just participating within a group. They could be your friends or something like that.
So as far as like the collective is how I would view it, right? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
So I like to view it like I'm me, right? With all my collective energies and my person, and view rings outside of me that are maybe my family, my direct immediate family as one collective, friends, the city I live in as a collective, the state I live in as a collective, the country that I live in as a collective, and us as a collective, as a global, right? So we have all these different rings outside of us.
Right.
And we're in the center of that. So we could be affected by all those groups, or we could sit inside our space and observe them and see what each collective is doing and how they're operating on their own outside of us.
I love looking at Aquarius collectives in that fashion. I think that's brilliant. And so what we're going to experience this month, or what we should pay attention to, are sudden changes within one or all of those groups and how we navigate those groups. And the challenge that's coming up for the week is with Pluto. We have Pluto being the planet of power and domination and manipulation and control. And those sound all very negative, but the ultimate objective of Pluto is for transformation. Again, change, but transformation, really being different than we were before. And we have Pluto squaring the sun. Now, with the square means challenge, and the sun is in Pisces, and with the sun in Pisces, it's about identifying with being compassionate and service oriented. And this image that comes to mind is, you're in with a group, a service group, and you're sitting there and you're thinking you're oh so loving to all of humanity. And suddenly there's a power struggle with Pluto bringing a challenge. Now it could be you bringing the power struggle, or it could be the other or whatever, but this is about difficulty with control. Who's going to be in control? And the other challenging aspect is Pluto making a sesqui-square, which is it means bringing frustration, more tension and frustration, with the moon. And the moon is in Gemini, and a moon in Gemini is feeling the need to be very sociable, socializing, and being very adaptable and mutable to the people that come along. And again, the image is you're out having a great time, and there's Pluto, somebody coming up and creating a power struggle. and getting in your face, and there being a power struggle with words or communication. And so the opportunity here for the week is that Saturn is making a sextile with the sun, and sextile's opportunity. And Saturn is Mr. Miyagi, the wise one, who says, why don't you just take control right now of what you're doing and look at and learn to grow from these observations. So, you know, again, it's this Saturn maturity kicking in, with Saturn probably going to be a recurring theme over and over this year about maturity.
Got it. Got it. You know, as you're talking about that, and we were talking about the different collectives and how that power struggle could be in there, right? I visualized myself in that center again, right? Almost like, you know, when you drop that pebble in the water and the ripple effect goes out.
Right.
So as we're experiencing these energies coming in, when we remember to stay super connected to our heart and be the observer a little bit, right? And not get pulled into that collective, you can see how that ripple effect goes out, right? So maybe one group of people gets very frustrated in this power struggle, and then that pushes that out, and it just keeps expanding. So really good time to practice heart-centered observing, right? Going into it without allowing ourselves to get pulled into the drama of everything.
Exactly. I think that's a great way of looking at it. I did title the theme for this week as Chill Out and Grow Up.
I love it. Andrea, thank you so much for meeting with us. I look forward to talking to you next week.
It was my pleasure. Thanks, Margie.
Bye-bye.
Bye.